evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night opportunity call, where we're going to be telling you all about our amazing products and our work from home business opportunity. So we'll get started with a product presentation to tell you all about our amazing products, and we'll hear from some people who are already on the products, and then we'll move over to the business and hear from some people already in the business. And then we've got a very, very, very special guest speaker this evening. So I'm going to hand over to Paula, who's going to be telling you all about our amazing products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you so much for everyone for joining us this evening. And so, yeah, as Sara said, my name is Paula, and I'm going to be sharing with you our wonderful Juice Plus products. Now, it's 7 years ago almost now since I first heard about the products, and I remember just seeing a presentation like you're seeing now, although it wasn't online, it was in person. And I was instantly just blown away by what I heard. I love the fact that the products are the world's most researched nutritional products in the world. They're so heavily backed by science, now 40 gold standard clinical studies. And I loved hearing all the stories and testimonials which you're going to hear too. So I thought I was healthy at the time, so I thought, well, I don't actually need them, but I don't want to miss out what everyone else is talking about, so I thought I'll just give them a go anyway. And I just couldn't believe how amazing I felt almost as soon as I started taking them. Definitely by about day 2, I started taking the premium capsules and the shakes, and I was a busy mum and had my own business, and I was always lacking energy. So I'm sure a lot of people on the call tonight feel like that, lacking energy, especially that kind of afternoon dip or early evening. And as soon as I started taking the products, my energy just went up to kind of like, wow, like, God, this is how I used to feel. So 7 years on, I feel amazing all the time. I've never felt better, and I haven't had one day sick since I started. So I'm always going to be a raving fan. So I'm going to start off with talking about the capsules. You can see on the middle there, the red, green, and purple bottles. They are our premium capsules, and they are basically 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries in capsules. So we all know the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. But you know, it's for many reasons, it's not always easy to get a good range, a wide range of you know, good quality fruits and vegetables in our diet every single day. But so this is where it makes it so convenient. Just take your capsules and you've got your fruits and vegetables. So I'll go on to the next slide, please, James. So, you know, we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. And, you know, as I said before, there's so many reasons, maybe affordability, convenience, and what there is in the supermarket, seasons. I mean, I went to Waitrose today. I bought some blackberries, £2.50, and half of them are soft, you know, and you just kind of, you know, there's so many different, and they're in season at the moment, I think. So there's so many different reasons why we're not having enough, but the more we eat, the healthier we are, and the more wider range we have. So say if we have 5 portions a day, and we usually stick to, say, like a banana or tomatoes or an apple and a bit of carrot, maybe our kind of regular ones that we not like to normally eat, then we're missing out on all the nutrients from all the other ones. So this is where the capsules come in so amazingly, because they have the nutrition from the wide range of 30 fruits and vegetables. So you can see here, if we don't get enough fruits and vegetables in our body, you know, we can get you know, our immune system isn't as strong, we can get sick more. You only have to Google the benefits of fruits and vegetables to see how they help to benefit our body and our diet. So you can see here, you know, sadly, 87% of adults are not having enough vegetables, 59% are not getting enough fruits, and going over to the kids, it's even worse. 96% of 6 to 12-year-olds are not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and 70% of youngsters. So, you know, these guys just help to bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating. Thanks, James. So you can see here, this is what's in the premium capsules. They're called the fruits, vegetables, and berries. So you've got 10 fruits and vegetables and berries. So you see here, I won't read through them all, but every single day in the fruit, there's the capsules, I don't know if you can see them, you're getting apples. Well, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, we've all heard that. Pineapples, oranges, peaches, all those, and we're getting the whole food. So they're not say for example, like an orange, most of the nutrition is actually in the skin, in the peel, and the same in an apple, and you know, lots of other of the fruits and vegetables, but we usually just throw that away. So with these, they're whole food, so you're getting absolutely all of the parts that have got the most nutrition in that we don't normally get. And then going on to the vegetables, kale, spinach, broccoli, all those really, really healthy vegetables, and they choose the vegetables, and all of them, fruits and berries as well, that have got the most nutrition in. So, you know, who likes kale? And if you do, when was the last time you actually had it? Most people don't even like it, and broccoli, and all those kind of things. So it's just such an easy way to get that into your cells every single day. And then going on to the berries. Berries are we call them our, you know, beauty blend, our berries, because if you take these, you'll really see it in your skin. They're amazing for the skin, the hair, the nails, energy, and basically all of your immune system, all of your body. So, you know, you're getting berries that you've probably never even eaten before. I don't think I've ever had a bilberry before, elderberry, I've had cranberries, but all of those things, and they're absolutely rammed, packed full of essential antioxidants to help keep us healthy. Thanks, James. So such an affordable way to get all of those nutrients into our body. So how are they made? So our fruits and vegetables are all farm grown. We choose the farms all across the world for their quality, so they're handpicked by Juice Plus, and they grow them to their peak ripeness. So unlike what you see in the supermarket that have been picked weeks in advance, because they have to, you know, be transported to their final destination, and so they haven't gone off by the time we actually go to buy them. You know, so you're basically lacking a lot of the nutrition in the ones that you buy. Ours are grown to their peak ripeness. They're then juiced at a speed that keeps the nutrition in. They take away the water, the sugar, and the fiber, so they're completely safe for people with diabetes, blood sugar kind of issues. And then they dry them at a temperature that keeps the nutrition in. So what is left is all the antioxidants, phytonutrients, micronutrients, all of those things that help to keep our bodies healthy. So these, unlike what you would see in you know, Holland & Barrett and Boots, like the multivitamins that you normally see, they're not multivitamins. So they're whole food nutrition. And the difference is they're made of whole food. So just like I've just gone through, and the ones that you'll see, the multivitamins are usually synthetic based, just made of synthetic substances in a factory that your body doesn't actually recognize, so they're not actually bioavailable, so they can just run through your body, and you know, you don't really get the same kind of benefits. Where with these, they're totally bioavailable, go to the cells and feed each cell at a cellular level and make us feel wonderful and healthy. Thanks, James. So it's not just adults that can benefit from our amazing products. We've got the Healthy Starts for Families program, which is for the whole family. So when an adult buys the capsules that I've just been talking about, they're eligible to get absolutely free the chewables for their children, or capsules, depending on their age. So over 1.5 million children and families all over the world have taken part in this. And a staggering 96% of them have shown positive health benefits. And I'll run through some of those benefits in a minute. And my daughter started taking these like I did 7 years ago. She was 5, she's 13 this weekend, and she hasn't had one day sick since she started. And she used to have like all the sniffles that, you know, kids get. And so I'll be forever grateful for how they've helped support her immune system. So I'll run through these a bit more in a second. Thanks, James. So there's the chewables. So your children actually feel like they're eating sweets because they're just as delicious as sweets. I mean, I've only had these a couple of weeks and they're almost empty. Honestly, you've really got to to keep them away from you. They're so delicious. So your children are having all of the, you know, what I said before, the broccoli, the cabbage, the kale, and all the fruits and everything that is really difficult to get inside your children. And they think they're eating sweets, but they're having all of their nutrition. So absolute genius way, and even better for free. Thanks, James. So here are some of those statistics. So we've got 71% after just 1 year of children and youngsters are consuming less fast food and soft drinks. 89% are more aware of their health, 71% are drinking more water, and 61% are eating more fruits and vegetables. And that's because what you feed your body starts to crave. So if you're feeding your body lots of junk, that's what your body will start to crave. So feed all this nutrition at a cellular level and your body will just start to crave healthier foods. So don't be surprised if your children are taking these and they suddenly start saying, you know, can I have some broccoli, or can I have some kale or spinach or something, because that's exactly what happens, as you can see here in the figures. Thanks, James. So here's some of the scientific studies. Like, since this slide, we've actually got over 40 gold standard clinical studies. So with what's been going on in the world over the last 12 months, we all know immune health is so important. And our capsules have got 4 studies showing that they support the immune system. We've got studies showing they support the DNA, skin health, dental health, oxidative stress, cardiovascular health. They help to reduce the inflammation in the body. So basically, all of your body gets the health benefits of the capsules, and it's all heavily backed by science. And if you want to know more about this science, just please ask whoever put you on the call this evening. They'll be happy to share more. Thanks, James. So as well as the capsules with the fruits and vegetables, we've got our omegas. Now, omegas are amazing for brain health, eyes, cardiovascular health, joints, skin. I'm sure I've missed something out there, but basically all of your body. And they are these are absolutely fantastic because they're plant-based. So you can see here the list of all the plants that we get the oils from. So we're not using fish oil, so you don't get the toxins and the plastic residues and the mercuries and things like that, and you don't get that horrible smell and taste either. So we've missed the fish out, gone straight to what the fish eats, like say the algae plant, and got the oil from there. And you know, we really need to have omegas in our body to help keep us healthy. We can't get it, our body doesn't make it, so we have to get it from our diet. And sadly, like the fruits and vegetables, we don't get enough. So this is where these are absolutely essential to keep all of our body healthy, especially the Papazzoni I just told you about. And they are, instead of just the omegas 3 and 6 like you commonly see with fish oils, they're 3, 5, 6, 7 and 9. So you're getting the whole blend of essential omegas. Thank you, James. And then we've got our complete range, which is absolutely essential as far as I'm concerned. I'm still addicted to these, like 7 years on. I have a shake for my breakfast every day, or a smoothie bowl, and they're so delicious. Amazing way to start the day. Or if you want to use as for weight loss, they've got everything your body needs for highly nutritious meals. So you can safely replace up to 2 meals a day if you want to use as a weight loss meal replacement. You can have the bars, the chocolate ones are absolutely amazing. You can have soups in winter, maybe not on a day like today. You can have the shakes, as I've just said. And you can see here, they've got plant protein, over 19 grams of plant protein, carbohydrates from root vegetables. They've got 17 of the fruits and vegetables in. So basically, if it was on a plate, it'd be a really healthy meal. And brilliant for not just weight loss, but pre and post workout, breastfeeding. Ladies are safe to take it, and also pregnant ladies. So gluten-free, vegan. I could go on forever about these, but you must try these because they're absolutely delicious as well. And that's the main thing. I'm addicted to how great they make me feel. Thanks, James. And then we've got our Uplift, and Uplift is just an absolute must, really, full of essential vitamin Bs. So vitamin Bs help to promote our energy in a natural way. And So you don't get, it's powder that you mix, a powder made from mango, guava and lemon peel. And you mix it with some water, drink it, and just within a few minutes you feel like a natural energy of like basically where you should be if you weren't feeling tired. So perfect for like those mid-afternoon kind of, you know, times where you go down, if you haven't had enough sleep, if your kids have kept you up for whatever reason, and or before exercise as well. And the caffeine is all natural, like all our products. Everything is natural and plant-based from yerba mate plants. So there's no kind of artificial chemicals that take you up and then drop you back down. They're just, it takes you up to where you should be, and then that's it. You're just naturally where you should be. So that's all of our products. We've got the capsules for daily support for you and your family. I call them my nutritional safety belt. You've got the complete for healthy balanced meal and weight loss, and you've also got the uplift for natural energy. So if you haven't tried the products, I really, you know, highly recommend that you give them a go. You'll be pleasantly surprised of how fantastic they make you feel, and you'll never want to go back to how you were before. And so thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks, Sara.
Thank you, Paula. Absolutely amazing as always. I never could get enough of hearing about our incredible products. Thank you very much. And we are now going to hear from some people who are already on the products and see what they think of them so far. And we are going to get started with our lovely Howard.
Lovely Howard is here. How are you all doing?
All good, Howard. How are you?
Yeah, I'm a very well person. And like Paula, it was almost exactly 7 years ago that I started taking the Juice Plus products. I was introduced by a friend of mine. He made me aware of them at the end of 2013, and his timing was perfect for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I was doing a lot of sort of cycling at the time, doing events both in this country, nothing competitive, but sportives in this country and also abroad. And I just committed to a major cycling event in the Alps the following July. And I knew that the quality of the nutrition within Juice Plus would help underpin the training that I was going to have to do. And I figured, because I first came across these way back in 1993 when they were first released, I figured in that intervening 20 years or so that some other products would have come along that could also benefit me. And Paula, you just heard mentioned the Complete, which for post-exercise, either a spin class or a bike ride, was really, really fantastic for me. And whilst I do less cycling these days, I certainly use them for use Completes in the form of smoothies, in the form of breakfast. It's just a fantastic meal on the go, which the limit is your imagination. You can add all sorts of interesting things to it. What really attracted me, though, to the products mainly was the science. I really felt that this validated and confirmed the efficacy of the products that we had, because the scientific studies address key areas of our health. And, you know, I'm probably a little bit older than most of the people on this call, so I guess you get a little bit more aware of your own mortality. And I want these phytonutrients, these fruits and vegetables, and the important, you know, phytonutrients within them to be fighting in my corner. So I really thought this made sense, that the science really confirmed that. And when I started taking them, I immediately found an increase in energy, and I've had 2 bugs in those 7 years. Now, if somebody had told me at the start of it all that I would get sick that little, that, you know, so rarely, then I would have accepted it there and then. But to actually have that validated over a sustained period of time, particularly in these times where nobody else, no time have people been more aware of their own personal health and well-being, then it really is something that I just had to become involved with. So the business side, that's another story for another day. But thank you very much, Sara, and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Howard. And I just love what you said about the Complete as well, and making them into smoothie bowls, because obviously it's been so hot this week, and
yes,
I have literally been having the most amazing smoothie bowls with so many different frozen fruits. It's like
I want to see your recipes. Can you start publishing them? Yeah, let's have a look.
And especially for the kids as well, honestly, absolutely delicious. So there's so much you can do with the Complete powder. Absolutely. Thank you, Howard.
See you later. Cheers.
Okay, up next we have got Sabrina. Sabrina, if you're on, you just need to unmute at the bottom.
Yes, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm Sabrina, and I'm just using Juice Plus for about 6 months. I have psoriasis, and since I've been taking these capsules, mostly the berries, and I'm using also the complete. And like you said, Sarah, my children love them, and especially like the hot days we've had a couple of weeks with frozen fruits, and they just love them. They think it's just melted ice cream, and yeah, it goes in like easy. For me, the berries are the most successful. I have had psoriasis most of my life. I'm now 40 years old, and this is the first time that, and I think it's truly because of the berry capsules. My psoriasis is really, really calmed down. I'm not over it, but it's really calmed down. So much that I don't have to use the hormone creams and everything. So I'm really, really excited. A month ago, I stopped taking them, and then my psoriasis just inflamed. So I'm using my berries again, and it's calm again.
Oh, Sabrina, that's amazing. And you know what? Obviously, we have to be careful because we can't make any medical claims, but we can say obviously what the products are for us. But I've been doing this for a while, and I've seen so many people who have suffered with psoriasis for a really, really, really long time, and tried, so many different treatments, and then our capsules, and particularly a lady that's actually on our team. And the results were just tremendous. And it just goes to show, we try all this stuff on the outside, but sometimes it's actually, just flooding our body with goodness on the inside. So I'm really, really pleased you're getting those amazing results.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sabrina. We really appreciate you speaking this evening. Up next, we have got Kayla. Just unmute yourself, Kayla, at the bottom.
Let's see.
Yes,
hello?
I can. Hello.
Hiya. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah. If you just take it away, Kayla, and tell us about your product journey so far, that'd be amazing.
Great. So basically, for me, I just came across one of Sara's live videos, and basically it was Christmas time, money's tight like it always is. But I knew I needed to make a change. I was borderline for non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver, which is fat on your liver. It runs in my family. And basically, I didn't want to have an operation. I wanted to try and lose the weight myself, as my sister had the operation, and she's been ill ever since. So basically, I took the chance. I placed the order for my shake package. Obviously, money being tight, I just went for the shakes. I was on them for probably 3 months. I lost 2 stone. I felt so much better in myself. So then I added on boosters and uplifts, and I thought I really wanted to push myself to get them extra goals in there. And then I thought, well, I'm posting my pics, I'm posting what I'm doing every day. Why not cover the cost of my own products and sell the product, promote the product, help someone else out? So that's exactly what I did. I've lost just over 3 stone now from a size 20 plus. I'm now in a 14 to 16. And basically I owe a lot of it to the boosters and the shakes, because my main goal was to get the weight down so the fat reduces off my liver. And plus I have been to the doctors, and my liver, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's improving. Yeah, and basically my health, the benefits of my skin, just everything in general, energy with the kids. Yeah, like it's a win-win, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't recommend the packages enough. Yeah, and life's good. It keeps you winning. Basically, that's my journey. That is my story, and I'm still going at it, and I will get there. So yeah.
Kate, absolutely love you. I think you're amazing. I love your passion, your enthusiasm, and your dedication as well, because you just had this goal that you wanted to achieve, and you're just going and going and going. You're doing absolutely incredible, and you look amazing as well. Thank you so much. Well done.
You're welcome.
And then last but not least, we have got our lovely Lucy.
Hi everyone.
Hi. Oh, I'm hoping your reception's going to not cut out.
Am I here?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, Luce, you've gone again. I know she sometimes struggles with the reception in her house. I'm hoping it holds out for her. So it's really.
I don't believe it.
Oh, we can. You're back.
Am I there? Am I?
Yeah.
Am I back?
Go, go, go.
So I'm a bit nervous. It's the first time doing it, but I'm going to do my best, and I'm just going to speak from the heart. So in 2 minutes. So I started on the shakes in 2019, and I started the business at the same time. I was always breakfast skipping. I needed something quick and nutritious in me, and I never knew they were going to help my IBS, and that's exactly what they've done. Like I had massive flare-ups all the time without the shakes, and I've been in agony and laying in bed for like 45 minutes at a time. So they've helped with that. And now my body just craves them, and my body craves good food as well. So I'm so nervous. Can you hear me?
You're doing amazing. Keep going. You're doing amazing.
So then I got onto the premium capsules, and they've just gave me so much more energy. And the berries with my hair is just growing at a rate that I just can't control, and the thickness of it. And then when I put the omegas into my system in February, they have just changed my mood. Has just got so much better. I don't know what it is. I just feel more alert and just more happier. If I,
Yes,
I do feel happier. But I mean, for me, I think the products are amazing. They've done amazing things for me. But for me, the business side of things has transformed my life, if like. I know it sounds a bit dramatic. I know it does. But I think my confidence, as it doesn't look like it right now, but it has grown so much. And it does things to you that you don't expect. Like I just wouldn't expect this self-growth and this self-worth that I have now, and the confidence, and I just feel like a better mum and a better person. And I started a sobriety journey 90 days ago, and I truly believe, I think it's the business that's made me want to not have alcohol in my life anymore.
I'm muted.
So I've
done my book.
Sober for 90 days, and I'll continue that journey.
Yeah,
so that's my minutes. I hope it was all right.
Oh, that was amazing, James. I think someone's unmuted still, but Lucy, you were absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. We're so proud of you. The whole team are so proud of you, and we know it's a really big deal for you to come on here tonight and share that with us, and you've done absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who shared their product journey with us tonight. It's so amazing to hear from everybody who's loving the products as much as we all do. So we are now going to move over to the business side of things, and we're going to hear from Carl, who's going to give us a presentation on the sort of setup of the business.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Carl, and thank you for listening. I came across the Juice Plus company in the start of the first lockdown, and like a lot of people you just heard, I enjoyed the products first of all, and then I realized there was a business opportunity. And during the first lockdown, I ended up just on furlough. So I was a server in a restaurant in London, and I ended up on some furlough and not much else coming in at all. So I needed just a couple of £100 extra, to try and help me pay the bills and, cover those monthly outgoings that we all love every single month. So I decided to join the business, and the business has since then grown and grown, and we're getting monthly income in the part-time, and I do it all around other things that I do as well. As you can see, I'm in a church, so I've been working today, not on the business, on my other job. So it's completely flexible and something that I believe everyone should try. And I'll just quickly go over the 4 ways in which you can earn money with this business. So if you think about what you would do with an extra couple of £100 a month and what kind of bills you'd like to pay, with that couple of £100 in mind, right? Which is what most of the people join the business for. You can first earn money by retail sales. And retail sales, you get between 10 and 20% of the lifetime of any customer who decides to join the business. And you're probably thinking, well, how do I start a business? How do I even start to grow a business? You know, where do I get these customers from? And essentially, it's as simple as inviting people to check out the products that we, first of all love. And second of all, inviting them to calls like this or to check out your website. And let's say 2 customers a month, 2 people you invite out of all the people who you know in the entire world you could speak to. If just 2 people end up purchasing each month, you can earn yourself an extra £2,500 a year. So right there, like an extra couple of £100 already. And that could pay off credit cards. It could take the family on a holiday if we're ever allowed to leave this island of ours. It could do a lot of things, right? And just think about that. But if you develop 4 customers a month, that can turn into £5,000 a year. And just remember, you are working in more of an affiliate kind of way right now, right? You're just recommending products, and the company is going to drop ship the product to your customers' houses. You will never have to touch it. You literally just enjoy yourself doing what you normally do, and then recommend products. And let's say 6 customers, 8 customers, 10 customers, you can get the picture from what you can see there. It just goes up and up and up as you, you know, enjoy the products more, share your story more, and invite more people to come along like this, or to check out your products on a website that's provided for you that works in 31 different countries. So just for a second, like, have a little think about those friends and family from different countries around the world, and you know, you could potentially have a business that works globally. You know, a lot of people in the company do. The second way in which you can earn money is through referral commissions. Now, what that is if you find 3 other people, like the people on this call tonight, who would like to also even just cover their own cost of the products, you know, and then start to build customers up, you know, 2 customers a month, you can end up with an extra £800 a month just from 3 people joining forces with yourself. All they're doing is enjoying our products. They're inviting people to calls like this or to check out the website. And if the person decides to purchase, fantastic, they're developing customers as well. And you're both earning commissions on the lifetime of that customer. So for example, we talked about free products for children earlier on in the presentation. You know, customers can stay on that program for up to 4 years. You know, James, who's on this call tonight, he's probably got customers he's had for the last 10, 20, 30 years, and he's, you know, gets paid on them every single time they place an order. And when somebody loves the Juice Plus product, they just continue. And that team's naturally going to grow, right? Because the more people enjoy the products, the more people join your business. So let's say that 3 people actually becomes more like 12 people who are all developing just 2 customers a month each. If we go to the next slide, you should be able to see that's going to start to earn you about £2,500 a month. And this is all just in your part-time, just taking products and sharing your experience and recommending people come and listen to the stories you've heard tonight, to have a look at the website and to what healthy living within them, right? But it doesn't stop there. This business just keeps growing. It's a 50-year-old global business expanding every single year. We've had $1 billion investment. There's people on this call who've been part of this business for 35 years. And, you know, a 50-year-old company, you know, it doesn't go away. It continues for another 50. 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years, and we're still going after 50. So let's say you continue, and over time you build, and just 6 tiers down, you end up with 360 customers or referrals in your team, right? And let's say they've all got a product order of £100 a month, you get an extra £1,000. And it just keeps growing. If you get that many people in your team and they're developing customers, just 2 customers a month each, just inviting people to these calls, now you're talking 13,500. Now it's getting a bit silly, right? We're thinking, okay, I joined this business for a couple of £100 a month, but that's where it can go. That's the grand scale of which this company operates around the world. And it doesn't stop there. There are people in this company who've got 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 plus people in their downline. And when it gets to that point, you know, it's not for everyone, it's for a small percentage of people. And as we grow, is that percentage is obviously getting bigger and bigger because we're getting better and better at helping people get there. 3,900 people in your downline. Now we're talking a lot per month just from their personal orders. So over £10,000, over £11,000. That's more than most people earn in a year right there. All right, that's top 15% earners in the entire country. But think about if it's your team and you're all just finding 2 people a month together. I'll say it last week, I'll say it again, you're going to end up with footballer money at that point. Not Premier League footballer, but you're on your way up. You're a professional sports person, basically, because all you're doing is sharing your journey, inspiring healthy living. What do sports people do? They get fit and inspire people to, you know, be better and support themselves and all that kind of stuff. You could earn 146,000 a month, and it doesn't just stop there, because we obviously support you in the business, and as you grow, we want to reward you for growth. So there's a bonus scheme in place that even in your first month, most people in their first week, if they join the business, I know I certainly joined and made my first bonus, which was £8 on top of the commission that I'd already earned. I got an increase in commission as my business grew. I got more bonuses, and your team grows, and then they get bonuses, and everybody's happy because everyone's getting a couple of £100 extra a month, and it's naturally growing on its own. Those bonuses, if we go to the next slide, I don't know if it's already there because I can see the last slide. There you go. Total nearly £120,000. Just ask yourself right now, are you in a job where you could earn £120,000 worth of bonuses? I bet you are not. And to join our company, it costs £50 to get your own website, all the training and all the support from the people who've invited you on the call tonight. And you get the opportunity to eventually sack your boss. Exactly what I want to do. Speaking of big bosses, my guy here, Richard Branson, he's a very, very big boss who once said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, just say yeah, then learn how to do it later. And at the end of the day, it's, you know, 50 quid, right, to start a business that works globally. Imagine the cost it would cost if you actually built a proper. Thank you very much. I'll hand you back over. Sorry if I went over. I feel like I was talking for a long time.
Not at all. Absolutely amazing, Cole. Thank you. And I always love hearing that presentation because it just reminds you of the huge potential in the business. And I think so many people start for that small, you know, couple of £100 a month, and then you see the potential in the business, particularly when you get to one of our mega conventions, fingers crossed, later this year, and your eyes just open and you realise that this really could change your life. So thank you very much, Cole. And we are now going to hear from some people who are already in the business and see what they are thinking of it so far. And we're going to get started with Daniele.
Yes, hello, good evening. Can you hear me okay? Fantastic. Thank you so much. So my name is Daniele. For those of you that don't know me, I've been in the business for about 7 years together with my partner. And the way that we came across Juice Plus is really via the product, because we own a digestive health clinic in Harley Street in central London that helps people with like issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, bloating, these kind of problems. So I was looking for a product that would satisfy the need to recommend something to our customers that basically would help them eat more fruit and vegetables in their diet, because this is really one of the key things that can improve all kind of gastrointestinal issues, and the other one being drinking a lot of water. So I was looking for a solution like Juice Plus for a very, very long time. And so 7 years ago, when one of our friends, she was a nurse, she mentioned the product, we were like, okay, you know, this sounds like a great idea. And then obviously, before we started recommending them, I did a whole research. So I went through all the documentation that Paula talked about, you know, the clinical studies and these kind of things. And I found out that the product was really, really amazing. So I know we didn't have time tonight, we just brushed off it, but I really recommend people to just go and take a look on our website about the clinical research, because our product is second to none. And so I started recommending the product to all our clients, all our patients in our clinic. And then after that, I said, you know, why not try also, you know, the business side of things. I was a little bit skeptical. It was almost like too good to be true, because it was like, you know, £50 to start, which is nothing, you know, compared to like a traditional business. You're talking about, you need to add a few zeros to that figure, you know, to really start thinking about starting a business, because maybe you need to buy machinery, maybe you need to buy stock, you know, you need to rent premises, you need to have employees. So at the beginning, I couldn't really understand how much this would be such an opportunity, you know, but thankfully we decided to give it a go anyway and having a little bit of fun. And, you know, 7 years down the line, we're still doing this business part-time, but we built a considerable business that turns over 100K a month. And in Italy, Poland, here in the UK. And so, you know, definitely looking at what happened last year, what's still been happening now, you know, with the pandemic and how all the traditional businesses have been disrupted, you know, we're really grateful, you know, that we can look back and say, you know, 7 years ago we made this decision, because it definitely made the last 18 months a lot more, it made us sleep a lot better, let's put it like that, you know, that at least this business is was not affected by the pandemic, but in fact it's been thriving, because so many people have been looking for an opportunity, and so many people have been looking for a product like our product, you know, that helps people feel better and improve their health overall. So I would definitely say to anybody that maybe they have their own business already, or they're working for themselves, to really add this to your portfolio of activities. And you can definitely do it part-time. You don't have to dedicate full-time. You just need to be consistent with the time that you dedicate to it.
Very true. Thank you so much, Daniele. And I totally agree with that. It is such an attractive business model, because with any other traditional business, the amount of investment and capital that you need to put into it is going to be absolutely huge. Whereas with this, there's sort of no risk, very, you know, £50 investment, which the majority of people back, you know, in their first month and make a profit in their first month. So it really is a win-win situation. Thank you very much, Daniele. And we are now going to hear from our lovely Paula.
Hi. Sorry, I wasn't muted. So my business story is my background is in hair and beauty, and I owned a really successful salon for like 15 years. When that came to end, I wanted something that would give me flexibility to be there with my daughter, for my daughter, give me flexibility to travel, because I absolutely love traveling. So I knew that starting another business from scratch as a mum and as a single mum was not going to give me the lifestyle I wanted. And so along came Juice Plus, and I remember sitting at my first event after I heard the products, and then I heard the business. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I heard, that you could start your own business for £50 with no overheads, no risks, no dramas, no stress, no staff, no boss, absolutely all the things just went tick, tick, tick for me. And I couldn't wait to get started. So over the last 7 years, I've been able to run this business alongside being a mum. I've always been able to be there for my daughter, and I will always be eternally grateful for this business for allowing me that. As a mum, it just means everything. I've been able to continue my other business, like just doing my clients privately, which so the two businesses together has just worked absolutely perfect. And over the last 12 months, when I couldn't do my other business most of the time, it's just been an absolute godsend. And, you know, to be able to build a global business from your mobile phone, sitting in your garden or sitting in the park or sitting at home around your children is just, I mean, I just don't see why everybody just doesn't do it, just as an additional income, or, you know, to change their life, whatever they want to do. So, you know, it can give you what you want out of it. It can give you a little bit of extra money, or it can give you a lot of extra money, depends how hard you want to work at it. So to me, it's given me what I wanted, and I absolutely love it. So if you haven't taken a look at the business side of it, then I strongly urge you to just give it a go. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you, Paula. And I love that we hear from so many different people, so many different backgrounds, because this business, as a mum, I'm a mum myself, it's just the most perfect thing to fit around your children and be able to be a full-time mum and still, you know, earn that full-time income, obviously depending on the size of your business, from home around your children. It's an absolute godsend. Thank you, Paula. And I'm now going to hand over to James before we introduce our special guest speaker.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. I have been with the Juice Plus company. I've been with the company behind Juice Plus for 33 years. So that has been the most amazing experience, and it just gets better and better all the time. But I'm just going to be very quick and say we've got an amazing coffee success training on Saturday, 10 till 12. Please join us. We've got 6 speakers, an amazing lineup, and fantastic subjects we're covering. 6 speakers for 15 minutes each. So I'll hand back to Sara.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very excited for the coffee morning on Saturday. There's incredible training, and that's the thing about our business. You know, obviously we have this incredible training online. There's literally training calls all throughout the day, so you're never left on your own, and there's so much support and training provided. So without further ado, we're going to introduce our special guest speaker this evening, who is Silvia Papazzoni. I wanted to try to pronounce that with an Italian accent, but I'll embarrass myself, who is the National Marketing Director from Italy, and we're very, very excited to have you on the call.
Hi, Sara. Thank you so much. Your pronunciation was perfect. So first of all, I just want to start off saying a big thanks to you and James, and also Daniele, who just spoke, who is my upline, and he's amazing. So thank you so much for having me. And I apologize about my English and my accent. I moved back to Italy a couple of years ago. I know I'm not that fluent anymore, so just bear with me.
No, your English is absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. So Silvia, if you just would start off by telling us a little bit about your story with Juice Plus, you know, why you got started and what the business has done for you so far.
So I got to know about Juice Plus in 2016. So it's been 5 years for me now. My background is in beauty and makeup. I'm a makeup artist. I used to work in retail. I was a store manager, and I had what everyone else thought was a good job. You know, I had a stable job, a pretty good income. I had promotions in my job. I actually moved to the States because of my job. So, you know, from the outside, everything was amazing. And I was so blessed with that job. And I can't say I wasn't, because of course I was lucky to have a job that allowed me to, you know, live my life and grow as a person and whatever, but I wasn't happy with it. You know, I was fine, but I wasn't happy with it. And I've always been an ambitious person. So I really wanted something that could, you know, make me get up in the morning excited about what I was going to do. And I was completely missing that. And that was huge for me. But also I realized that I was literally living to work, because I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I was working nights, I was working weekends, I was working holidays. You know, whoever works in retail or hospitality know you literally give up your private life just for your job. And I wasn't, you know, at the beginning it was okay, and then it just became too much. I realized I was giving up too much of my life, of what really mattered for me, just to make that income that allowed me, like, just to live, to barely live. And then I moved to the States, and my income wasn't that good even anymore, because I couldn't even allow the Wi-Fi in my studio apartment in New York. So at that point I was like, okay, I need something else. I couldn't get a second job because I was working so much in my first job. And that's when I got to know about Juice Plus, and it just made sense for me. The product made sense. I mean, it's a no-brainer, you know, it's so simple. I just don't see how I wouldn't get it, you know. It was just a no-brainer. And the business, I thought, you know, I could just use my lunch break in a more productive way than just scrolling my Facebook homepage. So I thought, if I can just use my lunch break to actually do something productive for me, for my life, to improve my quality of life, that would be great. And my why at the beginning was just to make an extra $200 a month, just to allow the Wi-Fi in my studio apartment, so that I was able to talk to my mom and not go to Starbucks just for that. So that was my big why at the beginning. And then a month after, so it was May 2016, my mom visited me in New York, and I hadn't seen her for 8 months. And my boss gave me 2 days off to spend with her after 8 months. So that was the moment when I decided I was gonna take this seriously, you know. This was not my plan B anymore. This was my plan A, because I deserved more. And so that's when I started really treating this as a business, because it is a business, but many times we don't treat it as a business. And so I decided to start giving up other things. You know, I decided I wouldn't have a TV in my studio apartment because I didn't need to watch TV. I needed to make a better life for myself. I decided to start getting up earlier in the morning or whatever it took, you know, working my lunch breaks, working on the train when I was going to work. And 8 months after starting the business, I quit my job. And everyone thought I was crazy, and I quit on Black Friday. So it was like one of the best days of my life. It will always be. I was so happy. And I quit my job, and that was 4.5 years ago. And these 4.5 years, my life, like I would never believe I could have a life like this. Not because of things I can buy. I don't care about things, honestly. I'm not attached to money. I'm probably the least attached to money person you will ever meet in your life. But the time, the choices I can make, you know, the freedom, that like I could never imagine that for myself. I don't have a degree. I always worked in retail. Like I couldn't see an alternative for myself. I thought that was my destiny. So this is just like something I'm so grateful for. And 2 years in the business, I became an MD in the US. And that was amazing because, so I never spoke in public, okay? So my first public speech was my NMD speech at the US conference, and it was in English, and it was in front of 9,000 people, and I don't know how I survived to that, but that made me realize that the big thing about this business is not like how much money you make or whatever, but the person you become in the journey. Because 2 years prior to that, like I would have never been able to do that, I could have never thought about that. So I think that's what the real gain in this business is, the person you become while doing it. And that is something no one can take from you ever. So this is, yeah.
So I love that. I can't believe your first time ever speaking in public was in front of 9,000 people in another language. That's pretty impressive. Well done. Well done. I totally agree. You know, obviously there's the financial aspect, there's all the other things to the business, but the time freedom and, you know, the personal journey growth is absolutely priceless, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And the community, you know, like I made so many real friends through this business. And I think that's something you really gain in this business, and you don't realize at the beginning because you just think about maybe making some extra money, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
So true. I think everybody starts for a bit of the money, but they don't realize all of the other amazing things and how your life's going to absolutely change. So absolutely amazing, Silvia. I loved hearing that. And have you got your top 5 tips for success with you?
Yes, I tried to really think of the best tips I got during my business. So I was working in the States at the beginning, so I got to get to know some, you know, like huge mentors of mine, like Jeff Roberti and Sherry Cortese and Jay Martin. So I really tried to get the best tips from them. The first one is when I talk to someone, I try to expect success, but never get attached to the outcome. So I expect success because I know what a great opportunity I have, and I know what a great product I'm offering. So I expect success because I expect people to get it, because why wouldn't you? But I don't get attached to the outcome, because if you don't get it, then it's your loss. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm here to give information, not to convince you. So that's not my job. So I try not to get attached to the outcome. The second one is from Jay Martin, our president, and it's just get a buddy, because we need a buddy in this business to keep us accountable, because you know, so many people ask, how do you keep motivated? You don't. You just have to actually motivate yourself every day, because you don't have a boss. So that's awesome, but that's also tough. So getting a buddy in this business, it's like a huge thing to just keep going and keep growing. I wrote, work as your life depends on it, because it does. Because every day that I don't feel like doing something, I just have to think that I'm giving up on what I want to accomplish. I'm giving up on my dreams in that moment. So that's something that we so many times we underestimate what we can accomplish in a long term, but we overestimate what we can accomplish in a short term. And so we think, oh yeah, in the first 3 months, I'm gonna do this and that, and then we don't, and we get discouraged. But if we just keep going, what actually we can accomplish in 5 years is something like, for me, I would have never accomplished this in my job in 20 years, not even 5. So, but it's so easy to get frustrated in the short term, you know? And then hire yourself at your highest level, because I was a great employee, great, awesome for my employer, not for myself, but for my employer, I was awesome. But when we hire ourselves, when we are our own boss, we're not such good employers, and that we deserve to be our best employers. So we have to remember that every day. And the last thing, but I think it's actually the main one, is act every day like you're a new partner, not even a P+, because that's the only way you lead from the front. Not getting in the managing mode, you know, but just act like you're a new partner. And respect your partner's goals. So when you get new partners in your team, don't try not to think about what you want from them, but what they want from the business, because our job is to help people reach their own goals, whatever those are. Our goals are not about getting people where we want them to get, but getting people where they want to get. So that's huge, because so many times we, you know, the risk is just to put pressure on people because we want to reach something, and that's not how this works. That way you're just gonna lose people, you're just gonna lose relationships. Relationships should always come first and business second. And that's how you grow a stable team, you know, not only stable business.
Well, I love those, Silvia, and I think so many of them are about you know, just having that good work ethic, keeping motivated, showing up every single day, leading from the front, and just getting it done, and keep holding yourself accountable. Yeah, absolutely. You know, so many people say, okay, let's see if this works. Well, it works if you work. You just have to work. Go to work every day as you would do if you were an employee. Yeah, most definitely. Sorry, my phone keeps falling down. They were amazing tips though, Silvia. Thank you very much. So obviously you've had this huge success, and like you said, you know, in this short space of time, you've achieved so much that you wouldn't have achieved had you stayed in your old job. And I think that's so important to touch on, because, you know, I always say to people, if you could hit that position of national marketing director within 5 years, the likelihood or the earnings and the bonuses, it's likely that in most jobs you won't achieve that in the next 5 years. So it's just thinking about the long-term goals rather than the short-term vision, isn't it? So you've had incredible success. You're doing amazing. You're back home in Italy. Oh God. So what's your vision for the future with Juice Plus?
So first of all, I just want to share another little bit of my story really quick. After I hit an MD, and that was awesome, best time ever, my business hit also a big low. Something happened in the business, and then I moved back to Italy. I lost sight of my why. And then suddenly I started feeling like a fraud, you know, because I had that success and then I wasn't having it anymore. And so I kind of lost sight of the vision I was building. And my business hit a low, but I have to say I was so blessed, because for a whole year I was still making a living with this, even if I wasn't really working the way that would make me proud, you know. But the great thing about this business is that you can hit the reset button every day, every single day. That can be your day one. And that's what I finally did last year. And my business started growing again. And actually starting January this year, every month has been a record month. And that's been so awesome, you know, to just remember, like, if you did it once, you can do it again. And we started growing the team again. And this happened because I started focusing on my people again. Like Lauren Lahav, which is our upline, she said once, you're not that important. And that's what you have to remember. It's not about you, it's about the people you can help. So also my vision shifted a little bit. It's not really about myself, it's about the people I can help. And, you know, I just want to help those people who don't see an alternative for themselves and they feel like they're stuck in their situation, but they're hungry and they're ambitious. I want to help them, giving them the opportunity to grow in this profession, to be able to feel fulfilled and to feel grateful every day, as I do, and also to find their way to shine, because I felt like I would never have a way to shine, and I feel like this is a huge opportunity to do that and to be the best version of yourself, and to actually do that respecting a strong ethic and the values of the company. That's the main thing for me. And I actually, Daniele, thank you so much for teaching this, because you're awesome in this. So I'm so grateful for Daniele as my upline, because he stressed us out so much about values, but thank you for doing that, because that's like, I think that's the base for a stable business, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to make big money after a year. I want to be here in 30 years from now. I want this to be my career. I want this to be my family. So I think that is my vision right now. It's not about money. It's not about numbers.
Oh, Silvia, absolutely love that. Incredible. And you know, that long-term business as well. And totally agree. Daniele's amazing. I'm sure he's an incredible upline as well. Silvia, you've been absolutely amazing. Loved hearing from you tonight. And I've taken so many notes of your top tips. You've got an incredible energy. And I have no doubt that hopefully at the next European convention, wherever that might be, we'll be cheering you on as an international marketing director.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for having me.
Thank you, Silvia, and thank you to all of our amazing speakers this evening. Thank you to James for amazing. I've really enjoyed tonight's call. We hope you have too. And if you've got any questions, just go back to whoever invited you on and they'll be more than happy to help. And we shall see you the same time next week. And as James mentioned, this Saturday, 12 p.m. is the Coffee Success Training morning. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.